It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. In motion right here, Washington. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off the play fake. Miller steps away. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. In motion left goes a tight end. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Grimes. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 14, first down, Commanders.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. You talk about this Giant defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Play action. Here's Willis. From the left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Grimes. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Grimes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial the running back screen. This one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That levels things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Miller. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
And their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now a play fake here on 1st down. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw. Miller. And his throw is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This will be taken at the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Willis looking to throw it. Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
A quick throw complete to Washington. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Miller. And pass complete to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. In motion right here, Washington. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Here's a diving catch right side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it again. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have retaken the lead. And that is what you call lowering the boom down near the goal line. He was going to force his way in no matter what.
They always talk about low man wins when it comes to the offensive line, having the leverage to move the defenders. It's strong man wins when it comes to tackling in the red zone. And if you happen to be the low man and the strong man, that's a huge win.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Grimes. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. The shotgun snap to Willis. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and 10, it's Willis. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
With the carry, it's Grimes. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 14-10. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Miller to throw on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Miller now on 1st down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. Complete to Washington. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 2nd half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch motion. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Slide for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge at opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Miller. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
On the ready? Hey, computer.
Off play action. Miller. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Miller. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He can't get him down. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch this. Cut.
Miller on 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Up the middle with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Miller. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now Miller to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. Brought down at the 20. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. 2nd down and 8. Looking to throw. Miller. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Miller on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On first down, Grimes. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. That stop made by Jack Campbell.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now this is caught. He hits more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Miller now looking to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here we go, first and goal. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's go now. Hey, go steal.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
He's back to throw. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Butker's kick here is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's 1st down. Willis to throw. Pass the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Commanders are going to win this football game. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So for the Commanders, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dropped their 11th game now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.